Hello once again. Messed up my introduction 3 times already, boy here, and we are back for another one. And we have been flying through the Imperial Trooper faction. Today we're going to be having a look at Range Trooper. Now last time we did Moff Gideon, I was on the fence, and legitimately last time I felt I shouldn't have gone Moff Gideon, but after a few days and weeks of testing out Moff Gideon, absolutely love this character at Gear 13, so I'll just put that out there as well. Now, Range Trooper, and back then with that video, I also thought, I wish I would have done Range Trooper instead. But having a look at his gear, there isn't too much here. There's a couple of Carbontes, Mark III Carbontes, a couple of stun guns. There isn't really a huge amount else. There's another stun gun there at Gear 9. Gear 10 is alright, another stun gun, another Carbonte. Gear 11 is not too bad, but then you've got another stun gun and another stun cuff as well. So I can see why. So in terms of the numbers, I was having a little look at the numbers, and 25% of players in this game have Range Trooper at 7-star, which really surprised me. I thought it would be a load more, and only 2% of those have got him at Gear 13. So I thought, well, this is a perfect opportunity to see, is this character worth getting at Gear 13? You can see the huge amount of spread there. So many people have got him at Gear 1, and when I was having a look at the way people modded him, overwhelming majority had him modded for offense. Now, I haven't remodded this character in a long time, going on maybe even 18 months. Having a little look, also having a look at the tenacity side of things. I'll come on to the tenacity as well, but I was a little bit puzzled because when I went back to this character and looked at this character, I actually had crit damage. So he deals physical attack, and it deals 30% more damage if Range Trooper is buffed. So nice and easy, super simple kit this one. All Empire allies gain protection up 40% for 3 turns, and all Imperial Troopers recover 30% protection and gain retribution as well. And then another random ally comes to assist. Range Trooper has 70% tenacity while he is buffed, so as long as you can get Stark out there quick, he's going to get tenacity up. He has that call, that percent chance to call another Imperial Trooper to come and attack as well. So lots of assisting, lots of attacking with this character. In terms of mods, I'm aiming for around about an extra 100 speed, and at Gear 12.3 is physical offense, which is going to be doing 3,100. And not a whole lot to delve in terms of the kit, because his character is like, okay, he's fairly simple. And that's kind of another reason as to why I went for Range Trooper to Gear 13. It's a freebie for my account. It doesn't imply on my top 80 or top 65 GP. This is nice and easy for me. It is a free, all of these troopers have pretty much been free teams, apart from Moff Gideon. I think he's a little bit inflated, but his kit is absolutely worth it. Again, the left side all adds a little bit of damage. Right side, again, more strength, so that's going to be dealing more damage, more physical damage, and a little bit more armor. But essentially, it does use another one of these Carbontes. If you're ever going for Galactic Legend or any characters, these, oh my god, those are so in need. And again, at Gear 13, he needs another stun gun as well, as does everyone in this game. Here we need another one of these, which is insanely expensive for Galactic Legends as well. So yeah, but in terms of that, I'm looking at fleshing out most of these Imperial Troopers. I guess the end goal with it is we don't have Conquest anymore. We have the next closest thing, which is Galactic Challenge, so which is a nice little freebie. So yeah, you can see there is still 6-star Gear 10, and Range Trooper at the moment is Gear 12.3. So we're going to have a little look at how we're going to go in. Again, I really do like Gideon in this lineup. I'm going to slow it down a little bit because it is quite hard to see damage. People do go very, very quickly. But as I was saying in the last one, I feel that Gideon, when new characters are going to come in, I feel that they are absolutely going to get dragged away. And I'll come on to that a little bit later as well. But just going back to the modding as well, I was kind of wondering, well, I've got him modded for crit damage as opposed to offense. Why might that be? Because he's getting out some nice crit hits here. Gideon hits really hard, actually, even though he's not an attacker. On those assists, he hits really hard with offense up, crit damage up, crit chance up. And you can see here, Range Trooper is sort of keeping his own. Gideon is definitely better, but yeah, in terms of this, it's a nice little damage at Gear 12.3. And I'll put it out there. I think this character works perfectly well at gear 10 or 11. I don't think you have to get this character up to any gear level to make him come alive. There are quite a few characters where they do come alive at gear 13. This isn't one of them, but this is part of a bigger machine. And my thoughts on the troopers are, the more that you can get them hitting and hitting a little bit harder, the more it's going to allow you to get to your end goal when it comes to, who are you going to take down first. Again, here, Kenobi, these are all Relic 7 in this Galactic Challenge as well. So again, it isn't a true test, but it is a nice little test and a nice little benchmark for us to see this. Essentially, my end goal, probably with troopers, is going to have a counter to Sith Eternal Emperor in 5v5. Again, I don't know how much modding has to go into that, or whether there's a specific cheese for it. I don't know, but yeah, I'll certainly be having a look at that, and I guess that's the end goal. Imperial Troopers, as I said before, their kit is insanely simple, and it is really, really easy to get hold of. Nice to play around it, and they counter a huge amount of teams as well, especially in 5v5. 3v3, they're not very good, but essentially that's not where they shine, is 3v3. These are more 5v5 characters, but they shouldn't be a huge amount of burden on your roster when it comes to sort of more end of mid game, more towards late game as well. So just finishing off here, and you can see here Piet is just an absolute game changer when it comes to additional offense, getting more hits out there. And yeah, finally I'm going to finish my point about modding. So the reason that most people will mod this guy for offense is if you are going for a Sith Eternal counter, chances are he's going to be pretty beefy, and we'll come on to that in a second. But he's going to be one of the characters that Sith Eternal Emperor links, so that kind of makes sense as to why you wouldn't want to run crit damage there. You'd want to run offense as opposed to crit damage. Even with crit chance up, good luck trying to crit Sith Eternal Emperor if you are marked, basically. So the right side of the board, nice amount of damage, huge amount of damage actually in terms of it. And again, I'm going to put a little bit, that's just a decent mod anyway, I'm going to slice that up, I don't mind doing that. It's a plus 15 and it's a crit damage triangle, so I'm happy enough with that. Whether these mods stay on him or not, I don't know. Should probably upgrade him. And then, so he's now at gear 13. Again, essentially the relics, I'm not too bothered about the relics at the moment, but you can see here, he's one of the healthiest troopers. Most tend to hover about 35, 36,000 health and protection. Damage has gone up to 4,000. Crit chance is 50, so with crit chance up, you've got 100% crit chance. And I know in this one, it's really not a good place to showcase it, but it's pretty much the only place I've got at the moment to showcase it. So same sort of thing. Slow it down a little bit. They are going to take a little bit of time, especially against Kenobi as well. So yeah, so some nice hits going in. Unfortunately, I can't see who the hell's hitting and who's not, so I can't give you any form of read on damage. Okay, let's get that retribution up. Okay, so it's 10,000 there. So not a huge increase in damage, I'll be honest. But as I said, this feels like part of a bigger machine where all, when they're all firing, some nice crit damage there, 25,000. Yeah, as I said, Gideon's just so good. Okay, and now he's got his crit hit immunity, so again, this isn't a perfect place to go and test things, I'll be honest, but it is what we've got at the moment. But yeah, when you take away crit hit immunity from troopers, it is incredibly tough. It does shut them down, so again, this is really not a nice place to be testing them. But yeah, let's keep gunning down Kenobi here, I reckon, just because he's going to taunt if I hit anyone else. And turn meters are looking good as well. These turn meters are really, really going. Yeah, nice. Okay, so now we're able to start critting people. We've got a decent amount of stacks on with Piet as well, so we've got a nice big advantage. 47,000 there. Yep, nice, like it. Might have been 40, I didn't quite see it. Okay, and so yeah, in terms of how I feel about this character being at gear 13, a luxury. I'll be honest, it really is a luxury. I don't think he needs to be gear 13 in any way, shape or form. I think there are troopers out there that you should definitely take to gear 13 first, like Stark is a good choice. Death Trooper is absolutely fantastic, and so is Gideon as well. So, and Piet as well, if you can get him there quick enough. So, yeah, as I said, I quite like it. But what I was going to say was about these trooper lineups. What I feel like is Death Trooper might get taken away, so Range Trooper may be a little bit more important in this lineup. Same with Snow Trooper, so that is one to keep out for. Snow Trooper, unfortunately, is a huge hog on stun cuffs as well, and so is Sith Eternal Emperor. So where I go from here, I don't quite know. I know I'm going to do Veers to Gear 12 next. Same with Piet as well. I think they're both absolutely worthwhile characters. So let me know your thoughts as always in the comments. I'm not sold whether this character is worth taking to Gear 13 immediately. I'll leave you with that. Cheers, guys.